Trial resumed. Jury not present.
The court said, "Good morning."
All counsel said, "Good morning, Your Honor."
The court said, "Would you make your appearances, please?"
Mr. Finkel said, "Good morning, Your Honor." Ryan Finkel, Juliana Murray, Micah Ferguson, and Justin Horton will be joining us momentarily for the government, and we're joined by Isabel Loftus, who is a paralegal in our office.
Mr. Kamraju said, "Good morning, Your Honor." Siddhartha Kamraju and Sabrina Shroff, along with Mr. Gov't, who is with us at counsel's table.
The court said, "Please be seated. Is there anything before we continue with the witness?"
Mr. Kamraju said, "Not from the defense, Your Honor."
Mr. Finkel said, "There's one logistical item. We're just waiting to hear if the defense believes it to be an issue. Aside from that, so we don't want to bother Your Honor with it if it's not. Aside from that, nothing from the government."
The court said, "All righty. So if you'll have the witness on the witness stand at 9:29. Thank you."
All counsel said, "Thank you."
Recess.
The court said, "Please be seated and please get the jurors."
Jury present.
The court said, "Please be seated. Good morning, jurors."
The juror said, "Good morning."
The court said, "Welcome back. We're going to continue with the cross-examination of the witness. Please remember that you're still under oath."
The witness said, "Yes, Your Honor."
The court said, "You may inquire."
Mr. Kamraju said, "Thank you, Your Honor."
Margaret Murphy resumed. Cross-examination continued. By Mr. Kamraju.
"Good morning, Special Agent Murphy.
Good morning.
Now we were talking about the Sherry Netherland on Friday, correct?"
Correct.
Now the Sherry Netherland, it's a luxury hotel, right?
Yes.
It's pretty opulent, right?
Yes.
And the 18th floor was the premises that you were going to search that day, right?
Correct.
And the 18th floor is one apartment that takes up the whole floor, right?
Correct.
And that's where Mr. Gov't and his family lived, right?
I don't know that to be true.
Okay. That's where Mr. Gov't was located that day, right?
Yes.
Mr. Kamraju said, "All right. Now could we pull up Government Exhibit SH207, please? And I think it's in evidence so we can put it up for everybody. Now this is the diagram of the apartment, correct?"
Correct.
Now there's numbering, or lettering, I guess, on each of the rooms, right?
Yes.
So each room was assigned a particular letter combination.
Yes.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the highest one that I see is BB, which is up by the den at the north side. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So whether I missed one or not, safe to say that there were nearly 30 rooms in this apartment. Right?
Nearly, yes.
And they were all furnished, correct?
Some of those rooms were closets that I wouldn't classify as furnished. But in general the place was furnished, yes.
Okay. Fair enough. The rooms that could be furnished were furnished, right?
Yes.
Got it. Now I believe you testified on direct that you entered the apartment from an elevator bay. Right?
Yes.
Okay. On the diagram, can you tell us where that elevator bay would have been?
So the elevator bay is in the center of the apartment, where it says service elevator lobby.
Okay. That's the one that you came up on.
I don't recall exactly which elevator that I came up on.
Okay. Are there multiple elevators that led out into the apartment?
I don't recall.
Okay. I think you testified on direct on Friday that it would take several minutes to walk from one end of the apartment to the other. Right?
Yes.
Mr. Kamraju said, "Can we pull up Government Exhibit SH28, which is also in evidence? Please publish it." You recall testifying about this photograph on direct?
Yes.
And this is the photograph of the cell phone under the mattress, right?
Correct.
Now you have no idea when the cell phone was placed under the mattress, right?
Sorry. I didn't hear that.
You have no idea when the cell phone was placed under the mattress, right?
No, I don't know.
Okay. You have no idea how it came to be under the mattress, right?
Well, I know that it was found during the arrest and clear of the residence.
Sure. You know when it was found, right?
Right.
You don't know who put it there, for example, right?
I don't know how it got there, no.
Mr. Kamraju said, okay. And can we look back at Government Exhibit SH207 again? Now I think you testified on direct that this cell phone that we were just looking at was found in room P. Right?
Correct.
Okay. And that's the master bedroom?
Correct.
Got it. Now I think on direct you also testified about something called a knock and announce search. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you just remind us what that is?
A knock and announce is something the FBI would typically do to announce our presence prior to entering a premises that we're executing an arrest or a search warrant on.
Got it. So there's a period of time when you let the person come to the door, is that right?
During a knock and announce, yes.
Okay. Typically how long is that period?
It depends, but could be 15 to 20 seconds.
Okay. 15 to 20 seconds before the FBI enters, is that?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Now you didn't enter the apartment until after Mr. Guo was arrested and the apartment was cleared. Right?
Correct.
So if there were a knock and announce, it happened before you got there, right?
Correct.
Mr. Kamraju said, all right. Now can we pull up Government Exhibit SH-135, please? All right. And I think this is in evidence as well, so we can publish it. This is another one of the photographs you took during the search.
Yes.
Mr. Kamraju said, okay. And maybe we can just blow it up at the top, the post-it. Okay. Can you just read that?
Sure. It says, Room Y. Multiple phones. Under bed. And then there's two names I can't make out.
Don't worry about the names. Okay. All right. And it says Room Y at the top there, right?
Yes.
Mr. Kamraju said, okay. So let's go back to 207. Now can you find Room Y on the diagram?
Yes. It's the dressing room.
Okay. Now when it refers to dressing room, is that basically like a walk-in closet?
From what I recall, yeah, it was similar to what a walk-in closet would look like.
Mr. Kamraju said, all right. Now let's pull up Government Exhibit SH-156, please. All right. This is another photograph that you took, right?
Yes.
And you see the document at the top there?
Yes.
That's a Hong Kong International Driving Permit, right?
Yes.
And it's from 2015, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Kamraju said, all right. Now could we pull up Government Exhibit SH-157, please? All right. Do you see that?
Yes.
Mr. Kamraju said, okay. And everybody's got that on their screen? Okay, good. Now on the top of this photograph, that's the permit we saw in GXSH-156, right?
The photo we just looked at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Kamraju said, okay. Can we, on the top right portion of the permit, maybe we can just blow that up? Above the photograph. Okay. Could you read that, please?
Sure. It says Kwok. Ho-Wan. China. October 5, 1968. Majestic View Manor 20 South Bay Road HK, Hong Kong.
Mr. Kamraju said, all right. We can zoom out of that. Could we put that back up, please, 157. All right. If we can just zoom out on this document, please. Now you see there's another document below it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And these two documents were found in roughly the same place.
Yes.
All right. And the document that's below, that's the Hong Kong exit and entry permit, is that right?
Correct.
Mr. Kamraju said, all right. Now could we blow up the bottom right corner of that document, please? All right. Do you see the date of issue?
Yes.
What's that date?
April 12, 2010.
And do you see the date of expiry?
Yes.
What's that date?
October 11, 2010.
Now there was no U.S. driver's license for Mr. Guo recovered during the search, right?
I don't recall there being one, no.
Okay.
The court said, get closer to the microphone. Thank you.
Mr. Kamraju said, oh, sorry, Your Honor. And you certainly didn't take any photographs of U.S. driver's licenses for Mr. Guo, right?
I don't recall, but yeah.
Okay. And there's no U.S. driver's permit found for Mr. Guo in the apartment, correct?
I don't recall there being one.
Mr. Kamraju said, okay. No further questions, Your Honor. Witness.
The court said, redirect?
Mr. Finkel said, nothing further. Thank you.
The court said, you may step out. Thank you.
The witness said, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Witness excused.